Hey everybody, Ben here, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a sealed deck build. If you watched my previous video, you will have seen me opening the last winter. This is one of the boosters I kept together, so we could just go through it and decide what two half decks would work best in a sealed environment. And then we'll probably take it on to the client, do a few rounds just to see how it goes. So let's get into it. So the first deck we have here is a troglodytic steely Thewed Party. That is a mouthful, but let's take a look at what's in the deck. So we got Oros, got Shapeshift, Dark Spores, and Bark Skin. All reasonable abilities. Dark Spores, depending on whether we're facing other set 2 or 3 decks, has some variety to its utility. It does require an enemy creature to be in an Exalt lane to get the adjacency bonus, but still giving a creature -8 health is pretty good, and it gets through armor, which is nice. And then Shapeshift and Barkskin are repeat abilities from Oros, so we know how those tend to work. Let's take a look at the creatures that we've got. So we've got Inspirited Decayosaur. It's a 5/3, okay stats, but you can replace a spirit. So if we have a decent number of spirits that we'd want to bring back, we can do that with the Decayosaur, either just get the 5/3 body or something better. Shepherding Willow, it's kind of a mediocre creature in my opinion. The stats are not that great. You get a little bit of life if you have a spirit in the banished pile, but it's just kind of like, I guess it works with the Inspirited Decayosaur, but otherwise it's kind of a meh creature in my mind. Spiky Slayer, the level 1's a bit weak, but once you get to level 2 and 3, he is a beating. Stout Featherfang. If you're going to have a modifier and a Featherfang, that's a pretty good one. This is a good creature for just sort of defending for a few turns, and maybe you can take out like a minion or a wisp out with it, and then it becomes a bit of a beater that way, but otherwise it's not nothing exciting. Torgmai Mender, being able to buff your creature's health seems like a pretty nice ability. It's also a spirit in case we find a spirit synergy. And Tremasaur, I don't know how I feel about this card. Leaving yourself open to take damage can be tricky. Throwing it out offensively, it's just it feels like this card's gonna be very hard to play without, I guess, some buffing backup to keep it on the board for a while, because unlike Thundersaur, a player can just put their creatures in front of it, deal damage to the Tremasaur, and just not open lane their creatures so that they can take it out before it deals much damage. So we'll see if that's a playable card. We'll take a look. We got a Betrayer, Explosive Demise. There isn't really much in terms of, from what I can see, any sort of minion generation, but if we find a deck with minion generation, this could be a pretty good one-sided board wipe. Ferocious War is the inverse. It just pumps all of our creatures, so that could be pretty good if we can go wide. And then Nature's Progression, a nice buff spell out of nowhere that gives you an extra creature upgrade. So, you know, this is a good way to get past the first level of Spiky Slayer. And then Predatory Attack, I really do like this card. It's kind of the replacement to Vine Lash. It lets you battle with a creature. If it survives, it gets +5 health. And at the higher levels, you can actually do damage to creatures. So overall, we've got sort of a medium creature package, a tiny bit of spirit synergy, and a couple of nice removal options. So this one's definitely on the table for the ones that we're going to do. But let's take a look at our next deck. So this is the Making Sister Core. We got an Ironbeard with knockback, Shield Slam, and Formation. So Shield Slam's a newer ability. Gives all your creatures 2 armor, then you can deal 1 damage to an enemy creature for each armor on your creatures. So if you're wide enough, you can pretty much nuke a creature out of nowhere. Got an Advancing Engineer, depending on how much armor we have to work with. This might be an okay creature. It's, you know, just a 5/5, which is fairly decent stats. 9/8, and at least a 11/11. With sort of an upgrade thing going on. I don't know how I feel about the advancing modifier, but we'll see. Arrogant Scavenger, I do like Scavengers. Again, it's a nice big body at cycle 2, so it could pair really nicely with the Slayer if we get some more upgrade in here. Metamind Warden, another card that's good at controlling the board, so I do like that in sealed. Portatron is a nice way to move things around. Shield Droid, if we have enough exalts to work with. I don't think we had any exalts in the... We did not have any exalts in the Utera deck. So Silver Arc is our only exalt here. So that may not do a whole lot other than just being a body. I do like suppressing as a modifier. That's another way to remove, but I don't know. The creatures in this deck are not very strong, and their utility is minimal. Like, they're basically just bodies, but they don't do a whole lot else. So I'm not big on this particular deck. We don't even really have that much armor synergy to go with the Ironbeard ability, so it's kind of lackluster to me, but we'll see what the other options are. We've also got the Choosing South Invaders. This is our Tempe's option. Deep Burn, Korok ability, deals 6 damage to enemy player that can't gain health this turn. In Sealed, I don't know how impactful that's going to be. I'd rather have something that actually affects the board. Whirlwind, I do love that ability, being able to give something 6 attack and just put it into an open lane or put it into a favorable trade position. And then Stronghold seems like a really nice end game ability. Just give a creature 15 attack, and then if it's in an exalt, it can get aggressive that turn. In terms of our spells, we'll look at those real quick. Got the Flamestoker Ritual. Got our Betrayer Metasite. So the Ritual is kind of like a Grave Pact effect. You deal 4 damage to one of your creatures, deal 8 to an enemy creature. So likely you'll kill your creature, or at least hurt it pretty badly, and then take out a creature that way. Mount of Heroes, deal 2 damage to a creature, give a creature in this lane 4 attack, and then the way it scales, it starts giving adjacent creatures and all creatures that bonus. So let's see what we have to work with. Got the Arrogant Brawler. I do like that. It just functions as basically a removal spell, so that puts us at 2 removal spells. Emboldened Worm. Decent stats. It's a good underdrop. Its toughness, or its health, gets pretty decent by 3. But yeah, it's very top heavy, so I don't know. Firebranding Hawkrider, it's an okay underdrop. If something was destroyed, you get to do an extra 6 damage, so maybe a good way to sort of round out the game towards the end. Stout Giant, depending on what we pair this with. I mean, the Utera is the most likely so far, but you know, having creatures that'll stick around for a while, especially with things like Mount of Heroes and Flamestoker Ritual, self-damage might be good. Got a Shard back to go with a couple of those self-damage spells. That's not too bad. It is summoning. I mean, it's kind of weak, so unless you're counting on the damage, it's not going to do a whole lot. We got the Unstable Vortex, one that I do like if we have enough spells to support it, and a Vigilant Colossus. So this is has the interesting modifier where it's got Defender, but then if it's opposed, it can attack in the aggressive position. But it can never really hit your opponent directly, so I don't know how I feel about this card. Without Breakthrough, it's just going to sit in the back row. So yeah, this is still got potential. I mean, the creatures are pretty decent in terms of pushing out damage. The Brawler is probably just going to die if it ever is put across from anything, so I don't see a way to keep it alive. Metasite's a nice little trick. But yeah, let's take a look at our last one, which is the Necrium half, which is Curiosity Workers. We got a Bladed Circe here, so lets you play the Bones of Solace. Requires you to lose 4 creatures in the lane, and then it'll transform to give the Blighted Circe, which, I don't know. This particular Circe, I don't know how good it's going to be in Sealed. You get to deal 6 damage, gain 6 life, but that doesn't really affect the board. Soul Reaver is not a very big improvement over the Soul Swap, where you're just switching 2 creatures' health. And then Dark Rebirth is a nice one. You do get to reanimate a creature and give it a huge bonus. So if you have something you want to bring back regularly, or you have a really high potential target to bring back, that could be good. But by the time you get to cycle 4, I just don't know how useful that ability is going to be. It's a good game ender, but I don't know if you're going to make it to cycle 4 with these really weak Forgeborn abilities earlier on. But let's take a look at our cards again. We got our Ardent Creeper. Again, I like the Ardent modifier. It's got a nice toughness stat on the 2nd level, so if we have any upgrade, that might be good. Call Our Souls, speaking of upgrade, this is an awesome card I want to try out. get to upgrade a card in your hand or discard. You get to do both, and then if you have 3 or more spirits in your banish pile, you get to nuke your opponent's entire board just by sacrificing the Color of Souls. So we'll have to do a spirit count, see how likely you can pull that off. Darkshaper Savant, I do like that one a lot, especially if you have ways to generate, minions. Shard Witch is just kind of a stealth creature if you can get it in Exalt lane. If it dies, it gives a creature a little bit of extra attack on the way out, but it's just kind of like it's a pseudo vanilla creature with a little bit of stealth. We have the Gloommaker Hag, oldie but goodie. Portal Shade, another nice stealth creature. It is a spirit, so that is 1 spirit for Color of Souls. And then we got the Stalking Direhound, another one of my favorites. Being able to destroy a creature to bring back a level 1 or 2 at the later levels is nice. It has aggressive and stealth with a decent attack stat once you get to level 2 and 3. So that's pretty cool. So that actually puts us with a decent number of stealth creatures. We got the Shard Witch, the Portal Shade, and the Direhound, which is nice. We got a Dark Pryings. Give another creature stealth if it's level 1. Give it some attack. You can reanimate a creature if it hits this turn. Hungering Strike. Give a creature attack. Give another creature minus health. So removal plus a way to maybe trade up with a creature or push some extra damage. And then River of Souls. So I really do like this card a lot. First level, you just get to make some zombie minions in the lane, but then you get to start reanimating creatures with it. And I found that it pairs very well with Darkshaper Savant. Since you could just throw out the River of Souls, wait to activate it till you have the Darkshaper out so you can get the bonus, especially at cycle 2 when you start giving 3 things -3/-3, is pretty powerful. So this deck, I think just the card quality overall is probably the strongest that we've seen. With the Color of Souls, we do want spirits. So let's take a spirit count on our Utera half. We've got the Willow and the Mender. So that's 2 more spirits to go with Direhound. Let's see, we had 2 spirits in this deck and 2 spirits in this deck. So 4 spirits, that should be enough to actually make the Color of Souls work. And actually having this Inspirited Dechaosaur to work with some of our spirits in the Necronym half could be pretty cool, like the Direhound recurring that and the Portal Shade recurring that. So I think this deck kind of leans towards doing the Utera Necronym spirit theme. It has a decent number of removal spells. It's got okay spirits and spirit recursion. Got several ways to recur creatures. We got the Pryings, the Direhound, and the River of Souls. So that's pretty cool. So we might be able to get that going. We even have the Dechaosaur in this build to bring back another spirit as well. And actually, the kind of cool thing with this level 1 Dechaosaur, it actually works really nicely with the Darkshaper Savant, because you can put it out, trigger the Darkshaper, and then play a level 1 spirit to trigger the Darkshaper again. So yeah, I think this is what we'll put together. In terms of the Forgeborn, I think in this case, I think the Oros is probably going to function better. I like the Dark Spores at 3, being able to remove a creature at will. Shapeshift actually affects the board, unlike Bones of Solace, where we only really have the 1 creature that cares about having Exalts. So yeah, I think we'd go with Oros. So I'm going to go ahead and put this deck together, and we'll take it into the queue and see how we do. The SolForge Fusion Digital Client is now in early access. For a chance to win a free Steam key and unlock all the features, leave a comment below by May 28th. Alright, so here we are with our sealed deck. Let's do a quick run through. Just a quick glance at what's in here. Again, we're going to play Oros. Sometimes it's nice just to see everything lined up. And then we will just go ahead and enter the queue and see how it does. All right, here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a testaroo. Interesting. I think I'm actually going to just toss out this portal shade right off the bat and start getting our spirits put out. Or if we can see what we're up against. We got researching Allomancer, cool. And a repurposed Page Walker. Okay. Looks like an upgrade shenanigans deck. Alright, this should be fun. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what we can have happen here. I guess we should look at what... Raging. Okay. So let's go ahead and give our spirits +1 health. So that we can hopefully take out that Necromancer. See if he pumps it up or something. Guardian's Wall. Okay, he's just going to reduce it. But at least it keeps this Portal Shade alive to do some damage next turn. Okay. Oh, he's going to pop it off with the... pop off my Portal Shade. No. It's okay, that'll give our... Okay, now we gotta figure out what we're doing here. This is interesting. So I kind of like throwing the Darkshaper Savant in front of the Necromancer, and then possibly using the Decayosaur to bring back our Portal Shade in front of the Researching Allomancer and pumping it. So let's see if we can make that happen. We're going to hold off on the Torgmai Mender. It's going to Energy Prison it. Sure. Annoying, but okay. Oh, so he's going to upgrade that some more. Okay. So we don't have anything that can outright kill it. What we can... So let's do this. It's Inspirited Decayosaur. We will give that -1/-1. So our Portal Shade is not going to survive this, but we can at least... go ahead and name spirits. So at least we can keep the Darkshaper alive for another turn. And maybe we'll be able to take out the Necromancer that way. Let's get this Allomancer off the board before it can do more damage to us. Okay, up here's the River of Souls thing I was talking about before. So let's do that. And then could give zombies some more health. But I'm not too worried about the Torgmai dying right off the bat, so let's just let it be and see what our opponent does here. Okay, continue to upgrade stuff in the discard pile. Sure. I'm okay with that. So I think what I'm gonna do here is play turn off the auto resolve because we want to give her -1/-1. And we're just going to replace this with a zombie. And we'll just keep on giving our spirits some extra health. So the nice thing is now we have our reversals ready for when we draw our level 2 Dark Shaper Savant. Okay, some Grave Pack, sure. Yep, getting that off the board makes sense. And then trading off the minions. But we're doing pretty good in this health race at least. And then we got our Shapeshift ready to go. Okay, so Nom Nom, sure, we'll get a couple zombies going. So we missed our Collar of Souls in the first round, which is a little bit annoying. So I think what I'm going to do here is just play the Shepherding Willow and gain some life back. We want to do Stout Feather Fang. And I think the Wet Willow's okay. I have got Intimidate to set something's attack to 0 anyway, so. Okay, Portal Shade, sure. So we could Predatory Attack that just to get it off the board. Which I think I like. I want to upgrade the Predatory Attack anyway. This is going to heal it immediately as is. And I'm just going to let the zombie hit me, because if I draw a Dark Shaper Savant, I get to kill it for free. We did not draw the Savant, but we did get our Collar of Souls. So let's drop that out. And I think I want to upgrade the Ardent Creeper. And then we're just going to wait on the Reversals activation. I think what I really want to do is control the board, so I'm going to wait again with the Reversals. Hopefully in the last turn of the cycle we can draw our Dark Shaper Savant. Reversals plus Collar of Souls seems like a pretty decent combo. Just upgrade like crazy. Okay, he's gonna repurpose Pagewalker. Nice, okay. So let's just drop down the Reversals here, and we're just gonna leave it be until we can be able to activate it off Forge. That way we can hopefully do a lot of damage to the board that way. Alright, got a Possum Answer, sure. Okay, so we did not draw the Dark Shaper Savant, which is disappointing, but no big deal. Okay. Spell Sprite, take it out, sure. See if he just decides to hit me or something else here. Yeah, he's just gonna take out my creature. That makes sense. Let's see, it's in our banish pile. We can bring back the Collar of Souls. Could bring back the Dark Shaper Savant. And then start shrinking things. think I like doing that. So yeah, let's bring back the Savant. And we can then... let's get rid of the... how do we want to do this? Yeah, we'll give our creature attack. I just want to get that Apostlemancer off the board right away. So let's just do that. He's going to set the Dark Shaper to 0, but that's okay. Okay, not a problem. Putting a card in discard, sure. Some massive, massive upgrades from our opponent here. So I think what we can do is probably use our Nature's Progression to upgrade our Spiky Slayer. We will give that -1/-1. Give that -1/-1. And we'll just turn this into a 5/6/6 so that we can clear the board here. Minus the Spell Sprite, but... okay, so I think Shapeshift is bugged. That's okay. Let's just play our... oh, interesting. Do we want to play our Call Our Souls? You have to upgrade a card in hand discard. So I don't have any level 1 things to upgrade and discard. Let's just drop the Caller anyway. I want to get it upgraded. And I'd rather have the Inspirited Decayosaur upgraded. Sure, we'll just do it again. And go from there. We have to watch out for Promote. That's not a problem. So we have the option of Torgmai Mender. We've still got our Dark Spores to work with, sure. Okay, we lost our minion anyway, so it didn't matter that it was bugged. So I think I like playing, just getting this River Souls online again. And what should we bring back, if anything? I think we can just leave it be for now. Okay, yeah, let's just leave it be for now. We're not in any real pressure at the moment. Did draw the Postmancer, but we could just take that out with our Dark Spores next turn if he... or even possibly our Hungering Strike. This is a very complicated deck to play, I'm not gonna lie. The nice thing is we don't have to play our creatures until our second action, which puts us in a pretty good position. Okay, so we got the Allomancer. Which I think we just have to kill right off the bat, don't we? Yeah, I think we just kill it. Because we don't want to be taking damage from it. This gives us a bunch of options with what we do next. Okay, energy prison, just turning it off, sure. Okay, so they get to mine the zombie. So I kind of think I just kill the Opossum-ancer. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill the Opossum-ancer here. We are going to activate this River of Souls to get our... our Inspirited Decayosaur, which we're then going to replace with our Stalking Direhand. We're then going to destroy this to play a zombie to block. And then we are going to activate the River of Souls again. Get our Collar of Souls back again. 2 can play the upgrade game. Let's upgrade our... Let's see. Can we kill that? Yeah, we can kill the... We can use the Predatory Attack to kill. So let's upgrade our Ardent Creeper, and let's upgrade our Torquemine Mender. Now we're gonna Predatory Attack, hit that, survived, so I get to do it again. Okay. That was a complicated turn. This is a pretty complicated deck for a sealed deck, but here we are. And then we have our... None of these cards are very exciting. Let's just do a Dark Shaper Savant here, I guess. We're kind of beyond all the Dark Shaper shenanigans, but you know, we can do some stuff here. The Nature's Progression might be nice on the Stalking Direhound as well, depending on what our opponent plays. Alright, so we've got a Synapse Warden, sure. I don't care if, what do we upgrade? It's hard to tell. Oh, Synapse Warden, upgrading Synapse Warden, sure. Let's just pump up our Direhound, and I guess the Tremasaur. No, no, we're about to run out of, let's do the Tremasaur. We're about to run out of Exalts to use with the Shard Witch, so I think I like this. He'll get another activation with the Warden, but that is not the end of the world. Then we've got, what, Barkskin to keep creatures alive next turn? Okay, so we're dropping an Abyssal Spectre, and then promote Fight, sure. So we'll lose our Collar of Souls, big whoop. I'm not going to lose my Direhound, because Direhound is nice. 11/11 is kind of hard to deal with. Okay, so we're going to probably get our opponent pretty good here. So we don't need to upgrade anything with Nature's Progression. but interesting. We never did see the second Dire Hound. That would have been nice to have another aggressive creature to work with. Formation. Okay, so I mean, we should have 3 spirits in our banish pile, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, plenty of spirits in our discard pile. Okay. Digitizing Grilling Reaper Hag. Oh, I see. He upgraded the digitize. Got it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna blow everything up. So let's just try Nature's Progression here. We'll upgrade the Willow. And then we can play it here and activate gain 5. And then what we can do, actually, we'll use Call Our Souls to blow up the board, and then we'll reanimate a creeper to do direct damage. I think that should be enough to finish it off. Oh, okay, wait, never mind. So it won't be enough to finish off our opponent, but we can do... a bit. Let's see, do we want a creeper now? 6 + 9. I don't think we need to creeper yet. Let's see what we draw first. Okay, we got the Dark Shaper. Let's gain our 5. Yeah, let's just buff up our spirits. Just try and chonk away. Yeah, that Call Our Souls is nuts. Just being able to take out your opponent's board with it and get a bunch of upgrades along the way. It's pretty nice. So any luck, we can just use the Hungering Strike to finish off whatever they play and pump our Dire Hound. Okay, so he's going to start shrinking things. It's fine. Okay, so I think now we do the... No, it's not. That's not enough to kill it, so let's just play... Yeah, no, let's do the Ardent. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do the Ardent Creeper. Okay, and then, yeah, let's do Dark Super Savant. Just give a couple of our dudes some armor this turn. Should be enough. I don't know if he can block multiple lanes. But yeah, we definitely had a bunch of recursion going this game, which was nice. Okay, Tormenting, we don't have a minion, and that's game. So yeah, those spirits really worked well together. It's nice to see, well, it's nice to know that Shapeshift is still bugged. Alright, so let's go ahead and play another round. See if we can find another opponent. Alright, here we are for another round. The queue, they just did an update to the client and the queues are taking a bit longer, so we're going to play Carl Testa again. Okay, Elemancer, fun. Let's, How do we deal with that? Play our River Souls, because I know I want to get that online either way. Alright, so down comes the Tinker. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to play the zombie. I think we are just going to drop this Dire Hound here. Kill the zombie, open lane. Hopefully we get a way to deal with the Opossmancer. Which we do, technically speaking. Interesting. What do we want to do here? We could Spiky Slayer into either Explosive Demise or Torgmai Mender. We don't want to buff his warriors. We could buff our zombies with the Mender, but if he does a replacement, then it's just going to kill. So I think I just want to get that off the board right now. So let's just Explosive Demise. And we're going to wait with the River of Souls here. Oh, Grove Mother, cool. Okay. That's a little scary, but is it scary enough to want to... try to kill it? Whatever they play over, it's probably going to be pretty big. So I think I like just putting the Portal Shade down. And we'll just take the damage from the Tinker, because I think the Darkshaper Savant play has more value. Especially if you can play it off Forge. Assuming we can draw the Darkshaper. Mortal Echoes, okay. Create a 1 card in hand in discard pile. Okay. Give something -2, -2. Okay, if it had died, it would have done a little bit more there, but it did not. So we will see if we end up having to worry about. I mean, in all likelihood, the Grove Mother is going to get replaced. So what we could do, yeah, that's a little sad. We could, I want to get the Collar Soul upgraded. But a clever thing, quote unquote clever thing we could do is, ooh, River Souls. Okay, I see what they're doing here. Sure, sure. Okay. Well, let's drop down our Darkshaper. And start shrinking the wisp. And go from there and see what happens here. Because this will take out the zombie's going to take out the Tinker. Ooh, Grim gone. Okay. That's going to kill something. Now I could... Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I forgot about this. Okay. So, we can Spirited Decayosaur. Bring back the Stalking Direhound and destroy something. Okay, okay, here we go. We're gonna miss out on Color Soul value, but I think we need to do this now. So let's give this -1/-1. We're gonna bring back the Direhound. I'm gonna give this -1/-1. We're gonna play the mindless zombie, and then we're gonna give that -1/-1. So just enough to make everything favorable on our end. So it's a little sad that we lost out on the Color of Souls that first time, but that is not the end of the world. So we have to watch out for Synaptic Siphon. So I think I like just getting the Darkshaper Savant down. We'll probably play the Collar of Souls and upgrade our Dark Pryings next. But he's likely gonna wait until I've made my play before activating his own Reverse Souls. Okay, he's got Reverse Souls 2. Okay, that's nice. So I think what I like doing here is because what my guess is he's probably gonna try and play the Apossomancer or reanimate the Apossomancer. Well, we're going to play the Color Souls one way or the other, so let's do that. Upgrade a card in my hand and discard it. Yep. There's nothing to hit. And do we want to shapeshift now? I think we do, because that'll force a double replace. Or at least force him to use the Synaptic Siphon this turn. Because what he can do is he can reanimate the Apossomancer in the Reverse Souls lane, then play something, play the Mindless Zombie in this Reverse Souls lane. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, now he's going to do it next turn, but we're going to hit him for a pretty big chunk here. Yep. Yeah, it looks like the shapeshift is bugged. Oh well. So this should be a 4 or a 7-4 right now. Alright, so here comes Apossomancer, Machine Gun. Okay, so I'm about to lose probably my entire board here. Okay. Wisp and Wisp. I'm just going to probably just take out the 2 Dark Shaper Savants. So do we... Just explosive demise? Shrink the team. Awkward. We could bring back the Caller of Souls. This is a tough choice here. Play the Portal Shade's the only thing, one of the few things that can actually survive. I really think we need to get down this Dire Hound, though. Awkward. We gotta kill the Apocalypser, so... This is supposed to be nice. Because then we can Stalking Dire Hound to take it out. Ooh, this Frost's Experiment. Move the opposing creature up to 1 lane. Okay, and then when this deals damage to an enemy player, give it 2/2, and it's got aggressive at 3. So yeah, this is a really cool new new legendary. So we got Fraud's Experiment, very cool. Okay, so let's see what's in our Vanish pile. We got our Inspiring Decayosaur. So what we can do here is we'll play our Dire Hound, destroy this. We will bring back the... Yeah, I guess the Inspired Decayosaur. And we'll just bring back the Portal Ship on top of it, just to take that off the field. Our deck just wants to control the board, so I'm okay with this. We can Spirited Decayosaur again. Let's I don't even have any level 2s that I care that much about, do I? So let's, Jeez, this is an awkward hand. Let's just Spiky. No, you can just replace that. Annoying. So you play that there. And then we'll probably put Nature's Progression on and upgrade the Slayer. Okay, so down comes the Grove Mother. And we will just drop our Nature's Progression here just to upgrade the Slayer. -5. Okay, so we got a trade going on. That's fine. go into cycle 3. With our Caller of Souls ready to go. And up against Mind Over Matter. So using the Mind Over Matter, I'm going to give something 8 armor this turn. So I think what we want to do is probably play the Caller of Souls. Upgrade. Probably the Hungering Strike a couple times, or maybe the Shepherding Willow a couple times. Actually, Hungering Strike might be kind of out. Let's probably do Shepherding Willow, and then we'll play Darkshaper Savant next. Okay. Well, then we might just need to Darkshaper Savant anyway. Ugh, okay. Because we do not need that. Okay, so I think we're kind of priced into Darkshaper Savant into Hungering Strike to finish that off. And just hope that he cannot kill the Darkshaper Savant in the interim. Gave it the armor. I wonder what else we could be running into here. Interesting to do the replacement on the Grove Mother like that. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a Caller of Souls game. I don't think Caller's coming back. Oh, Sacrifice Chamber. Oh, he's trying to do the infinite. So, Sacrifice Chamber with Grimgaunt Predator, every time you slay a creature, you get to keep triggering it because it deals its slay damage. And then it'll re-trigger the actual destroy a creature. So, it's a fun little combo, but unfortunately we have what we need to disable it. So that's unfortunate. It was a cool idea, but not quite what was needed to make it happen. So let's drop our reversals here. Let's bring out our Caller Souls. Hit that. Upgrade something in my discard pile. Upgrade. Yeah, let's upgrade the Shepherding Willow. And that leaves us with Stalking Direhound, which we can use to bring back our other Caller of Souls. So at least we have it as an option for the next turn. Or no, I guess it's a... Never mind. It's in my discard pile, not my banish pile. That's a nice combo to have Reversals, Sacrifice Chamber, and Grimgaunt Predator all in the same deck. And a Corpus Cliffs. I didn't see that last time. Should probably just take a look at the deck. Experiment. Yeah, pretty good stuff here. Okay, what did we just do? Well, that goes to shrink our guy here. Okay. I think we save that Direhound. Maybe play this guy. Let's bring back Stalking Direhound. Destroy that. To bring back, I don't know. Let's see. So we play the Inspirited Decayosaur into the Portal Shape. Sure. Just a bunch of stealth damage. And this is likely going to take out whatever. I mean, the Dark Terror Salon's probably dead. What's the results? Oh, okay. Oh, we're going to get a Possum answered, I think. Yep. Oh. Right. Okay, guys, take that out. So we got the Reverse Souls. This is the level 2, so we can really animate a level 1 creature. Could end up double Tremor Soaring if we wanted to. Okay, well, not much I can do about that. Yeah, let's just keep Portal Shading, I guess. Looks like he needs some sort of way to play multiple creatures. Oh, what do we got? Okay, not planning to move it. Sure. Okay, is there a way we can win this turn? Yes, I think so. Okay, so what we do is we activate the Reverse Souls. We bring this guy back. We bring our Direhound. We don't want to destroy anybody, but we can Portal Shade and Portal Shade. And just drop Tremorsaur. And the aggressive and stealth will win the day. So, good game, Carl. Thank you for letting me test this deck out, especially with the queues being so long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to put down a little like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment. I will catch you guys for the next sealed battle. Thanks. Good night.